We're seeing firsthand the devastation on the ground.
We got to get that green shed.
That green shed was over here.
Was right where we're
And it just floated over there.
Does FEMA come alongside and do stuff? Nah, we don't really see the help.
And is FEMA funding any of this here? This activity?
We don't believe they want these people out here.
This is my house.
Has FEMA come to help you?
No, they haven't helped me yet.
You're gonna live in that tent?
We still have 3 people missing from this community.
Those are bones? After experiencing 4 years of a volatile economy, America is facing record inflation and a massive threat to the US dollar. Experts are warning the stock market could crash and we could be facing a recession. In these uncertain times, I recommend gold to my audience, and I trust Fisher Capital as my official gold partner. Not only have my friends at Fisher delivered hundreds of millions of dollars in gold to their clients, they have also proven to be vigilant and right on the front line, supporting causes that make our country stronger and better. Fisher Capital is the largest corporate partner for Turning Point USA. Close friends of OMG, we appear at their events every December and continues to make sure the new administration is successful. Based on my experience and client testimonials, the team at Fisher Capital consists of some of the most caring and compassionate individuals in finance today. And when you click the link, you will qualify for an exclusive offer only available to my listeners, where you can get up to $20,000 of free silver with your qualifying purchase. When you speak with Fisher, make sure to mention that James O'Keefe sent you. Our portfolios are too important to trust to stocks and bonds alone. Protect yourself with gold today and get it from Fisher Capital. Go to FisherOMG.com. That's FisherOMG.com, FisherOMG.com. We're seeing firsthand the devastation on the ground. We're now 50 days after the hurricane here, and we're talking to some of these officials on the ground about what it's like, the rebuilding efforts, after we spoke to the FEMA whistleblower about how bureaucrats are not helping out.
Number one goal of FEMA is to instill equity in emergency management. It's not to save lives.
We want to find out who is helping out and what's actually going on. What are you guys doing in the suits?
We are cleaning out the crawl space of this house, all of the mud that was swept in. This is the first step that you need to take in order to dry out the house before you can start the repairs. Otherwise, you have all of the potential toxins in the mud, and it also stays too damp, so it would go moldy. So you have to clean this out before you're able to do the repairs and allow the homeowners to move back in.
And what are you finding in the house? What are you seeing?
I mean, this area was completely devastated.
Is the government paying, FEMA paying you guys?
No, we're a nonprofit NGO, so we're funded by private donations and foundation funding.
My name's Daily. I live in Swannanoa with my kids.
I see you got the hazmat suit on. Do you live in one of these places here? Or?
Yeah, this is my house.
This is your house right here?
Yeah, I'm just wearing this because we're moving my flooring and there's mold and stuff, insulation.
Has FEMA come to help you? Has the government helped you?
No, they haven't helped me yet.
I mean, where are you living right now?
I'm in a hotel. FEMA has helped me with a hotel. They paid for my hotel.
FEMA paid for a hotel?
Yeah, but I have one more day. And then
one more day?
Yeah.
And then what are you going to do?
Live in that tent.
You're going to live in that tent?
It's a tent with a stove, a wood stove in it.
Oh.
Yeah, me and my kids will go there.
What do you think about that?
I don't like it, but it's better than nothing.
At least
I want to be on my property so I can be here every day rebuilding my house.
Observe what's happening with your house. And
Well, not observe. I'm the only one doing anything.
you're doing the work?
Yes.
You're doing the work rebuilding your house?
Yes.
Is anybody helping?
Carpenter's daughter.
Oh. So
He doesn't live here though.
is there anyone helping you do this
No,
work?
not yet.
Just
People
you?
have said they would, but nobody's showed up yet.
Nobody's showed up yet. And these materials, do you buy them yourself? Does someone provide them to
I'm
you?
buying them myself.
With your own money?
Yes.
That's unbelievable. So Daly just told us that this is her home, and she has 1 day left in the hotel, and then she's going to come and live in this tent. They're building these tents right next to the house. You guys are helping build a tent?
Yes.
And who are you guys with?
Savage Freedom.
Savage Freedom. Who provides the material? Who provides this tent?
Generosity of a whole bunch of people, man.
As however long it takes with FEMA, I'm hoping they come through and give me some money to pay for the rebuild of my house.
Reimbursing you or something.
They said it's destroyed. They said so I'm eligible to get up to 47 grand to replace my house, but they haven't come through. It's been 2 months, and I can't wait in the winter and the cold anymore. So
I think FEMA as an organization it operates exactly as it's designed. It is a bureaucratic organization that justifies its existence by sitting on its funding, and it doesn't really function the way it's earmarked to function.
You got to get that green shed.
That green shed was over here.
Was right where we're
And it just floated over there.
So he wants to keep his land. And he had a FEMA worker had come out, and he said she was really nice, and that, they were going to help, but it's the permit thing, and now he's feeling like they're trying to prevent him from building.
Why?
We don't believe they want these people out here. Just until a few days ago, you've had these sewer pipes and these leakages in the rivers, and the dogs, if they drink, they end up getting sick.
Which river? That one right over there?
Yes, this river right over
that
here.
Sewage pipes leaking into the river. How long has this been broken?
I guess since the flood.
It says September.
Yep.
And it's now it's mid-November. So it's been a while.
We're faith-based, and all we do is everything's private.
Faith-based? What do you mean by that?
Our organization is faith-based. We don't really need the government. We do what we do through private funding.
Do you trust the government? FEMA?
I don't do politics.
No politics.
Yeah, I just don't do it. But at the end of the day, it's nice to get help. I will say this though about the military. I had 640 kids, 8 platoons given to me 2 weeks after this happened, and they literally poured out their hearts for 2 weeks. Does FEMA come alongside and do stuff? Nah, we don't really see the help.
Are these FEMA contractors?
No. Copy that. No, these are volunteers. We move around about 75 people here today.
Those are volunteers.
Those are all volunteers.
And what do they do?
Anywhere from skilled carpentry to picking up debris.
So we're here in front of Miss Alice's house. They're tearing the house apart. The power of the storm, they say, was equal to 100 Niagara Falls coming through at the same time. They said it looked like Beirut. They say there's an urn in here, so they have to take the house apart just a little bit at a time.
This is the lady that didn't make it. We made a memorial for her yesterday. This is Miss Lisa. She got washed away in the storm.
Did you find the body in there?
They did find the body. She's been identified, and she's buried, and this is her area. This is her piece of land here, so we just wanted to kind of protect.
That's Lisa's land right there.
So the force of the water came through here so fast and so with such intensity, it literally swept this entire church off of its foundation. Even putting things up like storage buildings, I know that's not a long-term solution, but when somebody doesn't have a warm place to stay and there's a huge hole in their roof and the foundation of their home is undermined, that storage building's a whole lot better than a tent.
So we're here on this Tow River right here, and as you see this road, it's actually, there's a cone that blocks you from driving down this road. This asphalt just fell. There's a crack right here. And we've got these massive caterpillar things just on the bank. Look at this. It just drops off. It drops right down. And the silt and the water coming 25 feet up. Look at this right here. Just cars driving past. The road just knocked right down some 52 days after the storm. So it's really just a lack of money, I'm hearing.
There's a huge lack of money in this community.
Where is that money supposed to come from in your view?
Whoever is raising money by doing TikTok videos, man, I don't know.
The government, the
I would hope so.
churches.
For all of us that have paid taxes all of our lives, I would certainly hope that there would have been more help in here than what they're seeing. We still have 3 people missing from this community.
See, this is typically when it's scraped off, so typically that came off. So these are all shoes that we found. It was tight, so tight. That means it came off. Typically, that would mean that somebody's foot came off.
A cadaver.
So we actually had to tear this off. We took everything out of it. And we pulled like nail tissue.
Nail tissue?
And I put it to the side. There's bones. This is what we found. You can just walk there and you can actually find the bones because of the wind.
Do you want to look right now?
Sure.
It's a human bone.
Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah, this was supposed to have been picked up a couple weeks ago.
So that one right there's a human bone. Oh no. Is it recent? Some human bones here on the Tow River in Green Mountain.
But they did say that, but what do we do with the book that
Who said let them float? The Sheriff's Department, which county? Mitchell County Sheriff's Department said let the bones float?
They said some of them could be just cemetery bones. The issue is that it's still someone's family.
So we're standing here outside Mitchell County Sheriff's Department. This is the Sheriff's Office where they found human remains hauled, and a lot of the residents saying that they were told by the Mitchell County Sheriff's Department just let the bones float down the river. So we reached out to the Mitchell County Sheriff's Department, we reached out to all the sheriffs, and while we were not not one single state representative got back to us, not one county representative got back to us, ringing the doorbell here. They're just not responding. Nobody's willing to talk to us. Nobody here in North Carolina wants to talk to the press about what is happening. In recent months, many of our fellow Americans experienced unprecedented natural disasters and damaged infrastructure, making access to healthcare essentials impossible at the very moment it was needed. When disaster strikes, being prepared is your best defense. And now I'm excited to share with you the brand new Field Emergency Kit from our friends at the Wellness Company, the ultimate survival kit for any situation where medical help is not an option. Inside this rugged, waterproof case, you'll find essential medications that cover over 60 conditions that you can encounter, along with a detailed 85-page doctor-written guidebook. This ultimate kit includes amoxicillin, an essential for treating bacterial infections, and antivirals and antiparasitics like hydroxychloroquine and ivermectin, medications that are critical in situations where you're exposed to respiratory viruses or parasites. And for those facing potentially life-threatening allergic reactions, the field kit includes epinephrine, the generic EpiPen, along with vital first aid supplies such as tourniquet and wound and burn treatments. Natural disasters are happening at record rates, so I urge everyone to get the ultimate field emergency kit from our friends and supporters at the Wellness Company by going to twc.health/OMG, twc.health/OMG, that's twc.health/OMG. And now you can save 15% just by using code OMG at checkout.